see why they call it that. Home of the Knights of UCF. What do you think about that? And this crowd is ready for a big one. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Jackets will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farland. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So UCF's offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
He wants to change this route. To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Another incompletion on... down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Yellow Jackets offense will go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to...
Stretch it inside the... He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. On the ground. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Jackets.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The short hands, it's Farmer. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Knights are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Well, jet sweep pass. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never happened.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lacey. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. You getting past the first down marker. Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2.
Let's go. Ready.
Now on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Ran through the contact. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll try it over the left side. A very productive run gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
He runs out of bounds.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot working the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now facing a third and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking for the score. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Knights will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Second down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Setting up the screen. And some room to work. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to you.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And that incomplete pass. Caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw him into double coverage.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. And here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And he got just enough of that one. And that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gives it on the option. 5 to the 29.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got it in the middle, it's Sticky. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about, I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quickly to the tight end. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got him downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And the The offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He wants to go deep. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Looking for more room. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Defense playing a bail technique. A strike downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. If they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
On the ready? Come on, set.
He's looking to throw. He's taking the shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, an incompletion, who cares?
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
The Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Bunch formation for these receivers. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lacey. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he never... Chance just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was... to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
We always talk about Yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Lacey. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Knights are moving quickly down the field.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll set up to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Here comes the offense on second down. He might want another play. Back to pass on second down. Finds his back in the middle. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Touchdown, Knights! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here they come, facing third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Knights can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. That's reeled in. It's Lacy. Turns it on in midfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
To the air on first down. Fired that thing out in a heart. It's incomplete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So we open the final period with a third down play. Might be calling a hot route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man. It's Lacy. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the refs. This is now a 7-point game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 21 over Old Dominion. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The give from the gun. Runs for the tackle. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Incomplete. Man, oh man. That one this junior would love to have back. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Got it in the middle. It's Charles.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw again. Back open in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. A run for the quarterback. He's going to lose it. That one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. A field goal's not really what you're after at this stage. This is almost certainly 4-down territory. But 3rd and goal is where they'd like to finish it. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be productive. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he play and run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. From the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. His drive will open from the 15. Making side adjustments here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Charles. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw. The quarterback wishes he could have back.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They're in a perfect situation here, David. Just make sure you drain the clock and you have the last play.
100%. You can't lose. That's how you want to do it. Bleed the clock, get in a position, Jesse, where you kick the field goal and the clock's at 0.
It just comes down to which plays that you can run in your sleep here. Easy things you can go out and execute to give your kicker the best shot at winning you this game.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll try the left side. He breaks a tackle.
All right, no secrets with this offense. We're going to keep running the football. Let that clock tick. Keep 2 hands on the football. And then where does my kicker like to kick it the most? You see some people like it from the right hash or the left hash. Some people like it in the middle. Run the clock. Get my kicker in the position he wants to be in. Try to kick the field goal with the least amount of time as possible.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
The Yellow Jackets line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Okay, break. Easy.
Here's the handoff. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
3rd and long, and they'd love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. He's looking to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They strike first in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach.
There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Quarterback may change this route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working that left side now. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
1st and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own.
Here we go.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime.
Okay, ready?
1st and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone.
Get set, get set.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Knights! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
Down here in the 2nd overtime. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Snags it. Touchdown, UCF! That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Start this drive firing. He's going to run it. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the 3rd sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
4th and long, and they have to pick it up to keep their chances alive. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.